Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I will be opening my checklist now. So today we closed on the daily. Yesterday we broke structure to the downside and my weekly bias is bearish into these equal lows, plus we have this the consequent encouragement, the midpoint of this week. Since today there is a lot of news, I will be anticipating price to have a Judah swing now, so retracement to the upside, then a push to the downside in order for us to take these equal lows right here. Okay? Even if we are working into the fair value gap, we are in a new week, in a new month, in a new day. So the seasonal tendency of the August month is bearish, so I will be anticipating these lows to be taken. Now, going into the hourly chart, since we did not break this low right here yet, so I'm anticipating price to go into a 50% retracement level in the hourly chart. So this is the movement. I'm anticipating price to go into this area right here. Plus we have this high. This is an internal buy side liquidity, so it should be taken before we reach our equal lows right here and our weekly and daily targets. So this is my analysis for today. Now let's go into my checklist. So, do I have my daily bias? Checked. I am bearish. Do I have a daily target? Checked. News? Yet, because I'm in London session, I'm expecting news on the NY session. Now, my next target is the retracement into the 50% area into a PD array. So I will be watching this area right here, okay, and everything else is for execution. Since I'm waiting for some type of retracement to the upside, I don't think that I can take a trade going into London session, because as you can see there is a swing formation right here and we need to have some type of retracement into a liquidity area before we push to the downside. So in my opinion right now, the London session can be a retracement to the upside and the New York session can be a movement to the downside. So since we have this swing formation right here, I will be anticipating price to take out these highs, but I will not take a counter trend trade. So right here I have these two checked. I need to see a retracement into an hourly PD array. Okay, if there is no retracement, I will not be taking the trade. So as you can see, there might be a push right here. If we break this structure, so this low will be breaking this structure, I will be waiting for some type of retracement into the 50% on the next break of structure. Okay, but there is nothing yet in order for me to take a trade, because I will not take a counter trend trade. So I am bearish for the day. I will not take longs, even though I know that London session might take liquidity before pushing lower. Might, okay? So because there is a high probability going lower, I will wait and I think that I will be taking a trade going into New York session, but I want to keep in my mind the news. So I have the checklist. I will be checking everything in order for me to enter the trade right here. So I need to see a retracement into this fair value gap or the 4-hour fair value gap, same low of fair value gap. So I need to see some type of retracement into this area. Then I will be anticipating price to go lower, and I don't think that in the next 3 hours we can start going lower, so I will be waiting for the New York session in order for me to take a trade. So see you in the New York session. So guys, as I told you in the London session for today, I am bearish, and since we broke structure to the upside, to the downside, I was waiting for a retracement in the New York session, and we retraced into the high of the London session. So we swept liquidity, and now as you can see we are shifting to the downside, and we are creating a swing formation on the hourly chart. But also we created a swing formation in the in this hourly candles that did not close yet. But since we have news at 8:30, so if I go to Forex Factory, we have unemployment claims at 8:30. So I will be waiting for the news to play out, and then I will be entering. I need to keep in my mind the 9:30 NYSE open, and also we have news at 10 a.m. Okay, so we have news at 10 a.m. and we have the 9:30 opening. So if we can enter a trade immediately after news. So now news is playing out. I need to see some liquidity swap before we start going bearish. We shall see how it will play. I need a swing formation before I enter the trade. And so my daily, I have daily bias, I have daily target. I check news. I did not execute during London session, so waiting for NY session. You have these two things for checking when I enter the trade, and I need now. I had a shift in market structure and 50% retracement, and we swept liquidity. So now I will wait for the 5 minutes swing formation. So as you can see, we swept liquidity. Okay, so these are my first targets, but if my risk to reward ratio is very small, I will not be taking my trade into these targets. I also have another target, so I have at 8666. So 8. This is another target for me, and I also have 349. Okay, so I have different levels. So now, as you can see, we swept liquidity. I could have entered right here and have my stop loss above this swing formation, but I need to stay disciplined into my rules. Okay, so my rules tells me that I need a swing formation on the 5 minutes, and this will be my stop loss. And if we break this low right here, it will be my entry, and these will be my targets. So this target is very close. I could have entered at the 7 to 8 a.m. swing formation but I needed to wait for the news to play out because sometimes news sweep a lot of liquidities before keep moving into the same direction. So now in the next 5-minute candle, if we close below this low, I will be entering the trade. So this line right here is the low of the 7 to 8 a.m. hourly candle. This is the high of the 7 to 8 a.m. hourly candle, and this is the open of the 8 to 9 a.m. hourly candle. I'd like to see swing formation above this opening. Okay, so we had this right here, but as you can see, we swept this one into the fair value gap, and now I'd like to see push to the downside. So this is the low hanging fruit, but it's very close, so I will be waiting for I will take this, or right at the middle. I shall see if there is another places to have. I will say a good place in order for me to take a good risk to reward ratio. So this is not a good target. If I entered right up here, it would have been a good target to take. Okay, so this could have been my trade, but since I'm not used to unemployment claims news, so now I know how what I should expect when unemployment claims comes out. Okay, I know for a little what I should expect, so it will be a little bit of consolidation, then small time frame liquidity, and then I'm anticipating price to push to the downside. So this would have been a good risk to reward ratio, but since I waited for news, I will be moving my target. So let's see what this candle will do. So guys, as you can see, we did not retrace into the 50% area. Plus, if you can see on the 4-hour candle, there is a swing formation, but we did not take this high with the bodies, so I'm expecting price to take this area right here, and it might be keep going lower. But if you can see right here, we did not go into the 50% retracement area, so I don't think I will be taking a trade today. And when Friday, I don't take trades on Friday, so I think I will call it a week. I just took one trade this week. Okay, so it was on 2/8. I started a new month. It was a loss, and it was a loss because I did not have these two rules checked, because I didn't know them. Okay, so I added these two rules, more confluence, so I need the body. So for example, on the 4 hours, since the body did not close above this swing point, so I will be expecting this low to be taken before we keep pushing higher, if we want to push higher. Okay, so what happened in my previous day, I took it on Wednesday, I think. I took it on Wednesday, yes. I took it right here. So what happened is we had a swing formation, and I was trying to enter the trade. So on Wednesday, right here, as you can see, so these two rules are added will help me a lot. So we had this swing formation from 2 till 3 and 4, and we have the 1 hourly swing formation right here. So this is the hourly swing formation. Then at 2 to 3, so this hourly started right here, okay, and closed right here. So the low of this hourly is right there. So this is the lowest low of this hourly candle. We opened, we formed a swing high right here. So this is a swing formation, okay. So so what would have happened if I had these two rules in my Excel, which is I didn't have? So I would have entered right here my no, I wouldn't have entered, because this is the last candle of the hourly chart and it did not close below this area. But if this happened and we had another candle to form, I would have waited. If this low is not taken, I would have closed my position and looked for the next hourly candle to enter. So what happened right here is this is my hourly open. If you can see, I want to see the swing formation happen above the open of the hourly candle. So I did not have this in my rules. So what happened here, we had a swing formation, and as you can see, I entered immediately after the close, and I had my stop loss above the high of the hourly candle. But I should have known that this high would have been taken. Why? Because this hourly candle did not close below the low of this swing point. So going into the hourly, this is this, okay. So this is the low and this is the high. Then we opened, we formed the swing, then we tried to close below it, but we did not close below it. So if we did not close below it, I will expect for this candle high to be taken before we start expanding to our side. So what happened is, this is the swing, did not break right here, and it broke right there. So my entry would have been in this area right here. This is my stop loss and my targets. So this would have been my daily target, okay. So this is my daily target, and we have also the weekly target, but this is my daily target. So this is my last target for the day, and I should have taken another profit, which is the low hanging fruit, okay. So as you can see, structure until here, okay. So low, high. So this is the swing point that I will be targeting to. So going into the hourly right here, these would have been my targets, and as you can see, it would have been a good decent risk to reward ratio if I had everything on my rules. But I was updating on my rules, and I had these two confluence that are very important for the swing formation. If for example right here, if this candle doesn't close below this low, I would anticipate a liquidity sweep of this high before we keep pushing lower. And today is taking liquidity from both sides, so I will not take a trade. I could have had the opportunity to take a trade on Wednesday, but I missed it because I didn't have every rule in my Excel checklist. Okay, so these are added yesterday when I lost the trade. So what happened is I learned from my trade, and I added these two rules: more confluence, more rules to check. But I will be updating this Excel sheet. I will be putting what I should see before my execution, and how should I manage my execution. So I will have strategy before execution and managing during execution. I will have two checklists for me to have clearer Excel sheet in order to execute smoothly. Okay, so this is everything for today. If you see this video and think that's beneficial, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.